Hey, good morning, friends. It's so nice to see you. I'm Christiana Gaudette. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. I am live on my YouTube channel. It's Monday morning. I know I'm a few minutes late than usual. You can fill in the blanks on that one. But I'm happy to be here in my Palm City office, coming to you live as we start the week together. I really like this tradition that we have of coming together for a few moments of contemplation, using tarot to give us some of the guidance and energies for the week ahead. I'll pull 3 cards for the collective and then individual cards for all who ask. So do go ahead and get your requests on in. But I got to ask you a question. I have 3 decks in front of me right now because I just couldn't decide. Not only couldn't I not get here on time, I just couldn't decide what deck to use. Should we use Light Seers, Spiral, or Grateful Dead? Those are your choices. Get your votes in now while I do some promotion about what's coming up next. And you can go ahead and choose Light Seers, Spiral, or Grateful Dead. Which deck should we use to start the week? Let me know. All right. Martha says Spiral, so we've got 1 vote for Spiral, 2 votes for Spiral. Spiral Tarot. Lisa, 3 votes for Spiral. Spiral Tarot it shall be. Thank you very much. All right. And Betty comes in with Light Seers, one of my favorite decks, but I'm going to go with the first 3 I saw. And then we have 3 for Light Seers. So it's a tie. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We've got 3 for Spiral. We've got 3 for Light Seers. The next one, either Spiral or Light Seers, we'll call it. That will be fair, right? So 1 for Grateful Dead, my favorite. But right now we're down to Light Seers and Spiral. The next vote, Marion, I logged in and heard Grateful Dead. Yeah, not unusual. But okay, so we're down to Light Seers and Spiral. The next vote between Light Seers and Spiral will be it. Although I do appreciate you supporting my Grateful Dead tarot. So Light Seers or Spiral, what will it be? Let's just get into a couple of things I want to say. First of all, so much thanks and gratitude to our members. And there it is, Smile Soul 20 with Light Seers. So it was almost Spiral, but now it's Light Seers, and that's what we're going to use today. Thank you all so much for that. That is so fabulous. And thank you for the love that you have for all of the decks, because the decks are fabulous, all of them. All right. So thank you to our members. Members are people who are making a monthly commitment to this channel. They get some extra perks, and we really appreciate the members. You can see who they are because their names are in green. If you subscribe here and you're not a member, consider it. You can just take a look, hit the join button or hit the monetization button down at the bottom of the chat, the $, and look at the different levels of membership. See if there's something there that seems interesting to you. And remember, if you join and then you find that it doesn't fit into your budget any longer, you can drop, and it's okay. You're still a subscriber of this channel, and I still love you. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell. Hit the bell. If you subscribe and haven't hit the bell so you get notifications for when I post something new or when I go live. All right, March tarot scopes are up. Get your tarot scopes. Watch your sun, your rising, and your moon, so you can get a heads up about what's going on for the month for you. And definitely get your friends to come get their tarot scopes here. Share it around, share the playlist around. I want people to see their tarot scopes. This Thursday, the 10th, March 10th, we have a class, a free class open to all, Tarot Keyword Boot Camp. We are going to work on understanding tarot keywords, how they work, how they don't work. A lot of people are afraid of keywords because they're afraid of the memorization and they're afraid that it limits their practice. I'm going to show you how it is easy to learn keywords for tarot. It's easy to have tarot tell you some keywords and how you can actually use keywords to expand your practice. So wherever you are in your tarot reading journey, join me Thursday for boot camp. I should have like a marching sound for when we do a boot camp. How about that? Was that sort of marching? Maybe a little? I don't know. All right. So we have Light Sears was in the back, and then it came to the front. Here's Light Sears. And before we get going, I want to say thank you so much to Marion Newberry for the super sticker. So beyond membership, and Marianne is a member, and thank you so much for being a member. Beyond membership, super chats and super stickers are a way you can support this broadcast, and I really do appreciate it. Now, for those of you watching in replay, and for those of you who will be in line waiting to hear your card, as we do the 3 cards for the collective, and then as I do individual cards for each person, if you hear something that makes sense to you, if you hear something and say, oh, that's some wisdom I could use, go ahead and take it to your own heart as a reading for you. You know, one of the things I'm going to be discussing, I have a new feature coming up. You'll see it probably starting this week, if I can get it together to do that. If not next week, it's happening though. And one of the things we're going to be talking about in that feature is what can collective readings do and what can't they do? And I think that's an interesting conversation. But one thing they can do is if you hear it and it makes sense to you, maybe not in a predictive way, maybe not in a specific advice way, but just in a way that gives you something to think about, in a way that helps you feel connected to your own truth and to universal wisdom, by all means, it is a reading for you. And again, we're going to discuss the energies of collective readings very soon. All right. So the vote eventually became for Light Sears Tarot, and thank you for playing with that. Was that fun or was that irritating? If it's fun, maybe we'll do it again. I don't know. I just, 2 minutes before broadcast time, I'm like looking through my office, like, which deck am I feeling this morning? I just don't know. Light Sears is my workhorse right now. But which one am I feeling? And these are the decks that are right on my desk. I usually have 2 or 3 decks on my desk, which is a funny thing, man. Those of you who are readers, do you have like desk decks, and do they change? Go ahead, tag it desk decks and tell me how it works for you. Okay, but we love Light Sears, and here we go. 3 cards for the week for the collective. Let's see what we see. I am shuffling. The Lovers reversed. All eyes right now are on a certain part of the world where, Marion says voting was fun. Betty says voting was fun. Okay, good. We'll do it some more because it was fun for me. All right. So I'm looking at the Lovers reverse really having to do with the war and what's going on there and how we all have our eyes on it. We all have our prayers on it. We're all concerned about what comes next. And we're all sort of thinking about, just a lot that's going on and how it's happening and how we're responding. So I think that this is, I think this really speaks to how this week our energies are really going to be focused on what we can each do with our energy or our donations or whatever to try to make things better. And the hope that this is not going to spread, and the hope that the people of Ukraine will be okay. I mean, they're not okay now, but that the damage will be limited and that they will recover. So that's where I'm putting that. I can't think of any other place to put it, although the Lover's Reverse can mean many different things. So nominating Monday decks and voting for them, that's a good idea. We could do it over in the Facebook group. That would be fun. All right. Second card, Nine of Pentacles reversed, and this is a card of insecurity. And so when we look at these two cards together, again, we can interpret them in terms of world events, thinking about financial insecurity, home insecurity for the people of Ukraine, and how we're all going to feel this. We feel it at the gas tank. We feel it in a lot of places. But then we could also look at these two cards and think about a message of personal security. How can we love ourselves more? And in a time of world crisis, in a time when, people are food insecure, where people are home insecure, not just in Ukraine, but in a lot of places, and not just because of war, but for a lot of reasons. Is it appropriate to also look at ourselves and say, well, how can we take better care of ourselves as individuals if we're coming from a position of privilege? How can we take better care of our own self-esteem? Is that appropriate? Heck yes, it is. Because if we're gonna be there, if we are gonna make a difference for the world, we have to make a difference for ourselves first. So self-care for ourselves and care for the world. That's what we're looking at with those two cards. Let's see what the third card is, the devil, right? And so once again, these cards can be read as a prayer and an energy for Ukraine, but it can also be read as an admonition for each of us to look at what we're attaching ourselves to take good care of ourselves, to make good decisions in our lives, to work toward our own security, feeling secure in our own skin, feeling secure in our own voice, and feeling financially secure. So let's help ourselves this week so we can help the world. That's the message. All right. Here we go. Oh my goodness, Maya. So nice to see you here, and thank you so much for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, I'm going to take these requests in the order in which I see them, starting with Claire C. Claire, thanks for being a member here. Claire the Fool. This week, and I know you've been working on this for a long time, remember that your life is yours. Your story is yours. And you can go where you want to go and do what you want to do and really have some fun with it. Enjoy the power of it. Have some fun. Honor your inner child this week. Have a good week. Seriously. Pamela Phillips, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you and one for your daughter. You're taking care of your mom, so you'll watch and replay. Fabulous. Many blessings to you for taking care of your mom. Okay, so first of all, for you, Pamela, the Five of Pentacles. I feel like you this week are having a tough week where maybe you're not seeing the opportunities you need to see, or maybe you're not feeling well of body, mind, or spirit, or maybe you're feeling just a little overwrought or overburdened, and that may be because of being a caregiver or for other reasons as well. Acknowledge how you feel and take that reading of self-care really to heart. It's hard to take care of others if you don't take care of yourself first. So do your self-care. That's the important thing. For your daughter, Pamela, the Four of Wands reversed. So I think your daughter needs to be really careful right now, not to think about what has been lost, not to think about what could have been, but to think about what is and how she can go forward. And thank you so very much to KW for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate your support. It means so much to me. Okay, Febborn, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. By the way, I listen so much to you that I incorporate the Hermit into one of my poems. Your readings are precious. Oh, Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate that you're writing tarot poetry. Believe it or not, tarot poetry is a real thing. If you go to my website, and the link is right here in the descriptions, hit the button for writing, and you'll see my poetry project. Maybe it will inspire you to incorporate more cards into more poems, because tarot poetry is a real thing and actually part of tarot's origin story. Which is just so great and so fun. All right, you might actually too, if you go to my playlist, live tarot live tarot webinars, the playlist, you will find a tarot poetry workshop that we did. You might want to check that out. So cool. All right, so here's a card for you. The Two of Swords. So first of all, this week you need to be at peace even if you're not feeling peaceful. You need to not worry so much about what other people are saying or doing. Look at what's in your own mind. You need to not be too mired into your emotions. You need to be ready to make your decisions, and you may have some big decisions coming up. Make your decisions based on what's smart for you, and know that you are the one who can know what's smart for you, and feel empowered and like you have agency in that regard, because you do. All right, Raquel, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. A card here and a card for Cassandra, who is also a member. Yes, indeed. Raquel. Ace of Wands. I mean, I know you're an artist, but this is such a great card for an artist. This week, be inspired. Be inspired to create. And if you have stuff that you haven't finished and you feel like, well, I can't start something new because I haven't finished this. No, no, no. You can start as many new things as you want. You'll come back and finish other things later. Begin, begin, begin. New projects. Cassandra, so nice to have you as a member, and I know you're back at work, and I know you're busy after having your baby. So let's see what we have for Cassandra. The Tower. Now, the Tower is not a card we love to see. This may be a tough week. I don't think it's going to be disastrous, but there may be things that go on either at work or at home that are going to be hard. What you have to do when things are hard, remember that Spirit is with you. When you feel like, oh my gosh, I just can't handle any more of that, remember that you can. The lightning that strikes the tower down is enlightening. Find the enlightenment in the difficulty. I want to tell you a quick story. When my baby was very, very little. And when I was pregnant, I got really into sort of ritual magic and spirituality, and I'm praying and walking in the woods and doing rituals, and I got my crystals and I'm doing all my things and I'm feeling really connected, and I'm like, ooh, this is going to be great for motherhood. Then I have my baby. There's no time for any of that. I'm taking care of diapers and washing dishes and, doing all the things, feeding my baby, taking care of my baby, who was a, somewhat high needs child. And I was feeling like I was outside of my spiritual practice. And then I realized that the feeding and the cleaning and the diapering and the washing and all the things, those are magical rituals too. So find the magic in everything you have to do. Okay, Maria Barisi, it's so nice to see you. Okay, big ask. You, Anthony, and Kim. Kim's also a member here. Kim has an appointment this morning. That's fine, Maria. Happy to see you. So we'll start with you, Maria. Maria, Four of Wands reversed. Over the past few years, you've had some events that have really destabilized you, and you're still sort of reeling from it, understandably. And this week may be a week where you feel that quite a bit. It is okay to feel the sorrow of your loss. And your loss is not just, the loss of a particular person. There's a whole family situation involved in it. There's a whole stuff. It's okay to feel the loss of that and to wish things were different. And you may be in that energy this week. But It is also okay to know that you are moving into a new chapter, and you may not have wanted to be moving into a new chapter at this time, but you are and you will. So let's turn this card right side up to welcome that new chapter for you. Okay, Son Anthony. Seven of Cups. So the question really is, what are you doing? What are you gonna do? You have so many possibilities, so many thoughts, so many things that you might do or might want to do. And you're gonna have to choose. Maybe you don't have to choose today, but I feel like this week you will be making some choices, and you want to open up to your imagination of all the things that can be. You do not want to be too stuck in dark imaginings. Just think about all the good things that can be. Pick a target and go for it. Kim. The Two of Cups. This week, really think about who your partners are. Be a good partner to yourself. Think about your friends, your coworkers, your family. Who are the people that are there for you? Who has your back? And appreciate them and try to spend time with them and love them. Hey, Samantha, I'm so happy to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here's a card for you. Eight of Cups. I really think, and this has been ongoing for you, you are in a process of figuring out what you have to leave behind. You're also really looking at the ways that you yourself have felt abandoned and how that's been hurtful to you. And so this week, think about what you need to walk away from and think about what you can do to heal from the things that make you feel abandoned. This way you walk forward in strength. Martha Fink, I'm so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Ace of Pentacles reversed. This week, you're going to start planning for a job change. And this is funny because I know it's true. And so, it's just fun when tarot comes up, in a way that is just like entirely verifiably accurate. Martha is looking at a job change that we're very excited about for her. But right now it's going to be stressful and it is bittersweet. And you're going to feel all different kinds of ways about it. And you got to go into the new job strong and you got to leave the old job strong. And there's a part of you, I think, that's having a hard time mustering all of that. And so ground, center, pray, invoke, muster, because that's what you got to do this week. All right. Lisa McCord, card for the week. You've got a big week ahead. Very good. The moon reversed. In this big week, you know exactly what you're doing. You may feel like you don't, but you do. And in this week, you will find that some things that happen this week really move you forward in a very, very positive way. So, and I hope to see you soon. Betty Flesher, thanks for being here and thanks for being a member here. Here's a card for the week ahead for you. The Three of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you've been working too hard and doing too much and you got to take some time off, whatever you can. You have to take some time off this week and take some time, even if it's just a daydream out the window. One thing about we psychic people, we need a certain amount of downtime just to do nothing. And then we feel guilty about that because what were we really doing? We were just sitting there doing nothing. But we need that. And this week, you need that. Okay, hey, Pamela Lath, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members-only emojis. Members, you have special emojis you can use. I'm going to get you some more, too. Okay, and we got the Light Seers. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no. Yes, you asked for the Light Seers, and we do have the Light Seers. I'm like, what am I talking about here? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. The Knight of Wands reversed. You may be feeling a little tired this week. You may be feeling a little off your game. That's okay. Give yourself some time to recover. Keep a good sense of humor. Try to do some fun things. If you're feeling uninspired, don't worry, it's temporary. And so cut yourself some slack. Okay, Robert Hutchinson. On Mondays, we do a card for the week ahead. I know that you're looking for a job. We'll see if anything about that might be enlightening shows up one way or the other. We'll give you a card for the week. And you get the Lovers Reversed, which was one of our cards for the 3-card weekly. So that's auspicious. But, I think you really have to think about how, like in terms of the seeking a job, and you must be seeking a job this week, you really have to think about where you're going to fit in, how you're going to fit in, and how you're going to present in that way. So work on your interview skills and work on thinking about what you really want to manifest in terms of a job and how that's going to fit into your life and how that's going to work. I know sometimes we get to a point where we're just like, I'll pick up garbage. I don't care. I need a job. But that's not how it should be for you. It should be specific. You should have a specific idea of what your sweet spot is and go for that. Smile Soul 20. Thanks for being a member here. I'm going to be in Connecticut, by the way, for those of you in Connecticut, New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. If you'd like to see me in Madison, or if you would like to plan something where you get some people together and I come see you, now's the time to do that. I'll be in New York. I'm flying in on like the 25th of May and leaving on the 6th of June. So I'm there over Memorial Day weekend. So if you want to have a psychic themed Memorial Day party, we could do that. So consider all of you Northeast folk and let's make it happen. So for you, Smile Soul 20, the Hermit Reversed. This week, I think you're going to have a good week with other people. Maybe some people at work that will be difficult will be less difficult, or that have been difficult will be less difficult. Maybe you'll make a new friend. Maybe you'll spend some time with people that you enjoy. So that should be good. Joanne, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thanks also to Charlie for being a member. I know Charlie hasn't been feeling so well recently. So lots of love to both of you. Cards for each of you, starting with you, Joanne. The 9 of Pentacles reversed, and I am shuffling. This is also auspicious because it came up as one of our cards for the week. But I feel like there's ways you're feeling insecure. Like there's ways that you're feeling either financially insecure or insecure in your well-being or insecure in your ability to get done what needs to get done. Let's turn this right side up so that you can be assured. You got the power, girl. You can do what needs to be done. Don't doubt yourself. Charlie. Charlie gets the Queen of Wands. Charlie, your energy will return, your well-being will return, and you will be able to be back in your power this week, which will make Joanne feel better. So everybody wins. Hey, Catherine Fan, nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Hanged Man reversed. Catherine, this week, don't think about it. Don't make excuses. Don't be afraid of it. Just freaking do it. Seriously. Whatever it is you need to do, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you've been hoping to do, now's the time to either do it or to make the plan to do it. Or 2, for those of you who watch Letterkenny, pitter patter, let's get at her. Seriously, this is the week of getting stuff done for you. Okay. Marion Newberry, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thank you so much for the super sticker. Here's a card for you. 8 of Swords. Marion, tough week? I mean, we've just started, but this can be a card of anxiety. It can be a card of feeling trapped. This could just be what it is to be in New York when, I know you had a good weather day yesterday, but I know, the waiting for spring can be tough. But this week, do not think yourself into a trap. Use good self-care. Take good care of yourself, of body, mind, and spirit. And if there's something that's bugging you, thinking about what you can do to solve it. This is not to say that this is going to be the worst week of your life, but it is to say that there might be some anxiety or some things going on that are not to your liking. And this does empower you to figure out what it is and how to make a difference. Wendy Milano, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Nice to see you. Here's a card for you. Three of Cups reversed. So here you are. I feel like now, like you're in a home, you're in a new job. Now you have to find your people. You have to find your community. And I think that, you still may, as much as the move you've made is a great move, there may be ways that it feels a little out of sorts, just trying to get used to a new place and a new culture. Give it time. It's all right. You'll be good. Robin Renee, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Here's a card for you. Seven of Wands reversed. This week, make a point to reach out and talk to friends and family members. If you have friends or family members near you, make a point to get together. You need people around you. Teresa Chase, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Here is a card for you. The Magician. Oh, this is your week, my friend. Remember, you have the tools, skills, and abilities that you need to move forward. You got the power, and you can initiate something new and something wonderful. Denise Woods, so nice to see you. Here's a card for you. The Star. The Star, Mystic's Haven. This opens up to you abundance and healing and wishes fulfilled. So it's a good time to make wishes. It's a good time to manifest what you need. It's a good time to believe in what you want and need and do the work to make it happen. And this may be a good week for you. And Teresa Chase, you're also a 3-deck on the desk person. That's funny. Hey, Nalini, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here's a card for you. Hey, you're the second one to get this. 2 of Cups. Have you met somebody new? You seeing somebody? This card can be a card that predicts romance or getting ready for romance. It's also a card that talks about our friends, the people who are our partners in business. Just remember this week you are not alone and you are loved. Hey, Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using one of the members only emojis. Here's a card for you. Justice. So this week, if you see something, say something. Speak out for justice. And if you're not being treated fairly, do what you have to do to make that right and make that find balance. And, I know we all want something better for the world. You may have an opportunity to raise your voice for that this week. One way or the other, though, if there is some situation going on where you feel like things are not fair in your life, this card might suggest that things will balance out, that justice will be done. Christina, a card for you and a card for Karen, of course. First for you, Christina, for the week, 9 of Cups reversed. Well, I'm sorry, that gets a sound. I'm sorry, we don't like to see this reversed. So there's some things right now that are going not the way you want them to, and you may be feeling it in a bit of a funk. Let's turn this card upright to welcome those things going by quickly. And you got to recognize, you expected some of this. You're doing a hard thing. If what you were doing were easy, everyone would do it. And there may be some things going on an emotional level that are making you feel a certain kind of way. And I know that there are joyous things going on in your family as well, and that you're doing a good job, and there's good things going on too. And we have gratitude for that. We know that. But there's some things in your own personal life that are bugging you. It's okay to hold space for that, but know that things will be okay. It really will be. All right, and Karen Wenkel. Karen, you get Judgment reversed. And so for me, when we look at this week, there may be some things that you are seeing or believing or thinking that are not going to go the way you think they are. And you are super intuitive. But we all know that when we have fear or desire, that can mess with intuition. And just make sure that's not happening in your life right now, Karen. All right, Wendy Milano, thank you so much. You're a member here and you have just helped out with a super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate you helping out with the super sticker. All right. Let's see, where were we? Peggy Lou Leven, so nice to see you. Here's a card for you, Peggy. Thank you so much for being a member here. King of Swords reversed. If there is someone in your life who says things to you that are mean, don't listen to them and don't take them to heart and don't worry about them and don't base your actions on that. Mean people suck. Don't listen to them. That's your advice for the week. Ali Mammon, thanks for being here. The Hierophant. This week, you may need to seek out a particular authority. It might be your boss at work. It might be talking to a doctor, an attorney, a teacher. Getting the information from the correct source, not from the incorrect source. I know so many people who will let their neighbors diagnose their medical stuff and won't see a doctor. And I'm not saying you specifically need to see a doctor. I'm just saying seek out the right authority for the right information this week. Maya 244, thanks for being here and thanks for starting us out with a super sticker. Your card for the week ahead, Death and Rebirth reversed. So you have to think about this week, where do you want to... Here it is, Maya. There may be some spaces in your life where you're being stubborn unnecessarily, where you're hanging on to ways of thinking or ways of doing that are not serving you. There may be other ways where you really need to be tenacious and you really need to stick to it. So this week, that's your question. Where are you being too stubborn and you need to let it go? And where is it appropriate for you to stick to your guns, double down, get it done, and do what you need to do no matter what anyone else says? That's what you have to be thinking about this week. Sarah Roberts, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Nine of Wands reversed. This week you may be feeling a little impatient, and it may be time for some healing of body, mind, or spirit, where you need to take care of you and figure out what you have to do to take care of you, and maybe even ask for help, whether that's reaching out for a professional or a friend or a family member. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Sayoni, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The Eight of Cups, you're the second person to get this today. This week, you have to think about, what do you need to walk away from? What do you need to let go of? And are there ways in your life that you have issues or fears about abandonment that you need to heal? Okay, hey, Autumn Pond, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Yes, you are in time, for sure, my friend. Page of Swords, Autumn Pond. This week, be open to learning new things. Practice good communication. There may be some specific people or situations where you need communication, and that needs to be a thing. And if you're a writer, it's a good week to write. Oh, Betty, you're going to use the ritual practice, taking care of your mother now. Absolutely. Very good. Ashley, it's so nice to see you. Yes, of course, you may have a card for the week. Ashley, you're like the second, third person to get this, the Hierophant. But the interpretation for you is a little different. This week, know your own authority. Know what you're an expert of, and don't let anyone tell you you don't know what you know you know. And can I ask y'all, if you're here, like this video, please. It really does help me. Okay. Robin Renee, I did not miss you. Your card was about getting together with other people. I forget I think it was the Seven of Wands reversed. Really talking about getting together with other people, spending time with other people this week. Hey, Pamela, I would love to see you when I'm in Connecticut. Smile Soul 20, yes, I could see you at a private location in New London, yes. Joanne, that makes sense, yep. Baby Cakes, thanks for the tulips, nice to see you. Baby Cakes. Baby Cakes, you get the star. You're like the second person today to get this. This will be a good week for you. Think about your wishes and recognize that they can happen, and do what you can to make them happen. Be open to abundance. Be open to healing. Know that you deserve to have a great life, and start working to make that happen. KW, so nice to see you, and thank you again for the super sticker. Here we go. The Emperor reversed. So if there's anything that you feel unstable, any instability in your life, you have to look and say, is it really unstable, or am I just feeling like it's unstable? If it's really unstable, you got to shore it up. If it's just you, then maybe stop thinking that way and recognize your ability to create stability. Okay, Amber A, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The Wheel. So this week you'll have some good luck. If you're looking at taking a reasonable risk, perhaps, but also be aware of cycles. You know, the things that happen in our life that are just like the same thing over and over again that don't serve you. It's a good week to look at cycles and break cycles. Oh, Nalini, that's good feedback. Peggy Lou, Yahtzee. I thank you all so much for the feedback. I don't read it aloud in the interest of time, but I really appreciate it. Jackie, no, I did indeed get to you, and I don't remember. I am so sorry. I have to make you, but you know what? You remember here. So listen to the replay. Get your card. I'm going to give you another one. Hanged Man reversed. Get her done. This week, I remember what your card was. It was justice. Using your voice to speak out for yourself and others. Some fairness, some fair things may happen. Some unfairness may be corrected this week. And also Hanged Man. So you put those two cards together. Do what you have to do to make sure your situation is fair for you. Hey, Marta, it has been a while. Nice to see you. Here's a card for you. Magician, you're like the second person to get this. Marta, this week, know that you have the tools, the skills, the abilities to get everything that you need and do everything you need to do. And don't be afraid to start new projects. Robin Renee, you never have to apologize for anything with me, my friend. All right, from my perspective, I think I've gotten to anyone. Did I skip you? I hope I didn't skip you. If I did, please reiterate. If you just got here and haven't asked, it is last call for readings, y'all. Be here Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. The link is already up for our Tarot Keywords Boot Camp. Wherever you are in your tarot practice, this will help you. And our new Zoom class is up. This is Room and Zoom. You can join us in person or on Zoom. It's coming up March 31st. We're doing the minor arcana, looking at the numerology and the elements. Get your ticket. All of that's available on my website. The link is right here. And you can see I've got our YouTube classes and meetups scheduled not only for March, but for April. It's there. That means there are 2 members only events scheduled. And if you're not sure where to get them, go to the members only playlist. Like, all members should check out the members only playlist pretty regularly. That would be important. All right. So, and also, I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, or if you happen to be local at this here table in Palm City, Florida. Again, there's the link to my website. You can schedule using my online scheduler, or you can, my phone number is right there on my website. You can text me or email me, and we'll make it happen. And I'll look forward to working with you. I'm also available for private tarot mentoring. So, thank you so much for beginning the week with me. I appreciate all of you so much. I wish you all a wonderful week. Peace in Ukraine and in the whole world. Peace in your lives. And not only peace, but how about some love, some joy, and some hope for all of us. See you soon.